the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. Of course, we have a lot of top stories to get to, but first we want to check in with meteorologist Scott Sumner because it is a DMV first warn day. So Scott, we're expecting possible flooding in some areas today.
Yeah, that's going to be the major issue here, I think, this afternoon, Shanika, as we go throughout the late morning and going in towards the afternoon hours. This is what we're looking at here as you plan your day, as we see around 2, 3 o'clock, showers and storms forming 89 degrees. By 7 p.m. they're still ongoing here as we get into the middle 80s, and then by 11 o'clock mostly cloudy skies will be seen in the DMV, roughly around 80. And of course we're tracking storms as we fly on down. This is it visually via the map, and you can see this is going to be the late afternoon around 5 or 6 o'clock or so, right along the I-95 corridor here. So certainly take heed to that. Take precautions, and of course stay weather alert throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours as well. Of course, the biggest threat will be flooding, but there's also some other threats too, and we'll talk about those coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Scott, thank you. Breaking news out of Maryland. An overturned tractor trailer causing major backups on I-270. That's near Dr. Perry Road. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue crews say a driver was removed from the trailer with minor injuries. No word on when those lanes will clear up. Also in Frederick County, 7 people injured in a crash involving a pickup truck. It happened earlier this morning on Carriage Hill Drive in Urbana. And fire crews were at the scene, and 2 out of the 6 were airlifted to a trauma center. Right now, investigators are looking into how this crash happened. A political comeback in the district just 5 months after being expelled from his seat on the city council. Trayon White has a big lead after last night's election, and he's likely heading back to the council to represent Ward 8. Earlier this year, White was expelled from the council. That's because he is facing a federal bribery charge. With about 80% of the vote counted, White held a commanding lead over Salim Adolfo, Mike Austin, and Sheila Bunn. And in his victory speech, White called the moment a story of resilience and redemption.
I'm feeling humble. I'm feeling grateful. I think that this is a testament that God can do anything with anybody when you let him. I'm excited that people are getting behind me and support me, man. I'm forever grateful, man. My heart is filled.
And White's federal trial will begin January 2026.
Mr. Speaker, I ask that the House observe a moment of silence to remember Eric Jackham.
A moment of silence on the House floor to honor a congressional intern who was shot and killed in the district last month. Eric Tarpinium Jackham was from Massachusetts and was interning for Representative Ron Estes. He, along with Massachusetts Congressman Jim McGovern, paying tribute to the young man.
Came to the Capitol eager to learn, contribute, and serve the people and this great institution.
A dedicated and thoughtful and kind person who loved our country, and he gave his life in the service to others. I thank him for his service and for the impact he had on our lives.
Eric, along with a woman and teen, were shot just a block away from the Mount Vernon Square metro station. The woman and teen survived. Police say they were caught in the crossfire and not the intended target. And there's now a combined reward of $40,000 for information leading to a conviction. Also in the district, we're learning the names of the victims killed in an apparent murder-suicide. Police say Patrick Cockrell Jr. shot and killed Tiffany Montgomery on Saturday at their Southeast D.C. home and then took his own life. The investigation continues, but police say it started as a domestic incident. And here's a reminder, the DC Safe Victim Hotline is a 24/7 number to call if you or someone you know needs help. It's on your screen now. You can see it right there. That number is 1-844-443-5732. And happening today, Capital Bike Share is discussing price hikes set to kick in next month. Annual membership fees will increase from $95 to $120 per year. E-bike rates will increase from 10 cents to 15 cents per minute. And a virtual meeting is scheduled for today at 7 p.m. And you can find the link to the meeting along with fare changes on our website at dcnewsnow.com. Developing now in Northern Virginia, a bus driver was brutally attacked, and now a week later, there's still no arrest, and police are asking for your help. DC News Now's Max Marcilla is in Lorton as police work to make sure the suspect's face is everywhere.
Here at this bus stop, just a few blocks away from where police say that vicious attack took place, you can see there is a flyer. This is the picture of the man police are looking for and information about the $5,000 reward. Police are hoping it'll help lead to an arrest of a man they say could be a risk to the community. A week ago at the intersection of Gunston Cove and Cranford, police say this man unleashed a violent attack of a 70-year-old bus driver starting when he stood in front of the bus.
There's an exchange of words, and then the assailant puts a phone towards our bus driver, at which point the bus driver kind of pushes the phone out of the way, and then he's just immediately met with punches.
Police say the driver was then pulled off the bus where the attack continued. This all happened just after 7 in the morning, an unusual and shocking beating police are investigating as aggravated assault.
Mostly there's never been a problem, like on the buses.
Word has gotten around to Fairfax Connect drivers.
Take a closer look on these situations and really to help the drivers or the operators to have a safe environment, a working environment, because this is our office.
They want their safety taken care of. Police say the way to do that is to arrest this man. First, they have to figure out who he is and find him, and they're hoping thousands of dollars of reward money from Crime Stoppers will help.
They saw the significance, the violent actions that were taken by this individual, and they recognize the immediate need and importance to get someone like this into custody.
Police described the driver's injuries as fairly serious. He was taken to the hospital. He's expected to need more treatment. Now, as for the reward, police say it's among the larger ones for a case similar to this one in recent history, a sign of just how vicious attack they say this was. Reporting in Lorton, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
And today is National Hot Dog Day, and restaurant chain Doghouse is offering a free sausage to celebrate. But you have to use the app to get your dog. There are 3 locations in Maryland and 1 in Northwest DC. And for the rest of the month, you can buy one, get one free. All right, that sounds like a good deal for those who like hot dogs.
Yeah, when I go to a ballpark, I get a hot dog.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you're not the type to like go to 7-Eleven or something?
No,
or
I won't do that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. It's safer, I think.
Right.
As far as today's highs are concerned, Shanika, we're going to be warm up there. Toasty, certainly, as we get up to 91 in D.C., 92 at Frederick, and where else? 92 at Baltimore. Yeah, so we're looking at some warm temperatures, needless to say, across the area this afternoon, and we're tracking storms from the Ohio Valley moving into our backyard. As we fly on in, I showed you this at the top of the newscast here, but now I've added some times on here. You see 4 o'clock, and you'll notice that Germantown in Montgomery County could be a potential target for a storm here. A heavy rain band. Wherever you see the red or the purple, that's the most intense of the storm itself, and so that's the area that would see the most amount of rain, intense rainfall, maybe 1 to 2 inches an hour, or even more than that. So here we go. Now at 7 p.m., we're looking at some of that translating down towards La Plata, Waldorf, over towards Clinton and Charles County. And then we move further in time to 10 o'clock. Washington gets, D.C. gets another possible round of storms. Martinsburg, Hagerstown, possibly that late, as well as Culpeper. By 3 a.m., though, whatever's out there will be light. And then we go to tomorrow, and we do it all over again on your Thursday. But not as bad as what we have today. I don't think is intense, as the heat will be the intense part of the forecast, with highs getting up into the 90s, the middle 90s. As we get into Friday morning, all is quiet, but look at this broad area of shower and thunderstorm activity. And within this line that you see here, that's where you could have a little bit of everything. Wind damage, maybe an isolated spin-up tornado right along the sea breeze like it was in Annapolis just the other day on Monday. This is similar type of scenario forming. And look at this cluster here. We even have some black shown in there. That is some real intense storm. And then eventually all of it by midnight it goes away. So here we go, and midnight on Friday, that is. So the weekend still has some showers in it. But I'm looking at today, and today on your Wednesday, we're looking likely to see showers at 7 o'clock in the evening here in the D.C. area. And depending upon if you get hit underneath the thunderstorm, that's where you see the heaviest amounts of rain. Otherwise, potentially a third to a half an inch of rain. We are under an excessive rainfall outlook with a slight risk across 2/3 of the viewing area, as well as a marginal risk of seeing severe storms with some wind damage there for today. So here's a look at your 8-day forecast. As I step out of the way, you notice the numbers. We go from 90s here this week into the 80s for the weekend and start off next week in the 80s as well. Shanika.
Turning now to sports, Washington Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin says he's not pleased with the way contract talks are going. He spoke to reporters yesterday on the situation. McLaurin has been part of the team since 2019 and has been an important part of their offense, despite going through multiple quarterbacks. McLaurin says that him and the team have not spoken in a month.
You feel you have a way of feeling that what you've proven up until this point, and when you see that is put in front of you how somebody perceives you or values you, that's disappointing. I want things to work out, but at the end of the day, like, it takes two to tango.
Veteran players report to training camp July 22nd, and no word on if McLaurin will attend. The Burgundy and Gold is retiring the jersey for its all-time leading receiver, number 81, Art Monk. Josh Harris and some of Monk's former teammates surprised him with the news that no Washington player could ever wear number 81 again. 14 of Monk's 16-year career was in Washington, including Super Bowl victories. The Commanders will retire the Pro Football Hall of Famers jersey on November 2nd during the team's Week 9 Sunday night football. All right, that's special. And turning now to deadlines coming and going for the D.C. Council, and this is to vote on a deal to bring the Commanders back to D.C. The exclusive agreement between the team and the district ended yesterday, and as D.C. News Now's Marielle Carbone explains, it means other communities can now have a play for home field.
Well, there has not been a vote, and there won't be a vote today. Council is now officially on summer recess, and while they plan to hold public hearings later this month, it's unclear how quickly they'll vote on the deal and if the Commanders will still be game.
So I want to start by saying, welcome home.
And nearly 3 months after Mayor Muriel Bowser and the Commanders announced a deal to bring the team back to D.C., District Council still hasn't approved it.
I will note that the Budget Support Act does not have the legislative subtitle. That will be considered separately.
And Monday, Council taking its first vote on the 2026 budget. And while it keeps more than $800 million in funding allocated for the stadium deal, it didn't include the deal itself.
The money without terms is kind of meaningless.
Bowser noting Monday that the exclusivity agreement with the team ends today. The same day Council started its 2-month summer recess, meaning the team can begin discussions with other cities if it chooses to.
What happens is it like talk of an extension going on, or?
There isn't.
Currently, D.C. Council has 2 public hearings set for July 29th and the 30th, allowing for the community to weigh in on the terms of the deal. It also passed a rules change, allowing for Council committee markups to occur during its summer recess.
Just provides flexibility.
Mendelson not ruling out a move to recall Council in August to vote.
I'm working with the Commanders to get to an agreement as quickly as possible.
Councilmember Brooke Pinto harping on the importance of getting this deal into the end zone.
This deal is an investment in the district's future, the largest private investment in our history.
And I did reach out to the team to see if they have any intentions of looking elsewhere. No comment from them just yet. Also, no word from Governor Wes Moore on if he plans to try and renegotiate to keep the team in Landover. Reporting from the Wilson Building, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, turning now to White Lotus star Natasha Rothwell. She's been nominated for Outstanding Support Actress in a Drama Series. And fun fact, Rothwell went to Westlake High School in Waldorf, Maryland, and attended the University of Maryland. Rothwell was Belinda in White Lotus, Thailand, and she was the manager of the resort's spa. That is really special, especially for us here in the DMV. And that's all the time we have for you this morning on DC News Now. Be sure to stick around for more news and weather that's coming up on the news at noon.